Hello everyone, welcome back to Old Dad's Modeling Mess. And in today's video, I finish up the T3485 Early Winter Diorama build, or otherwise known as Winter on the Vistula. I'm not gonna lie, I did not come up with that. I let Google AI do that for me, come up with the name of the video. Anyway, as you can see off camera, I have primed, painted, and chipped the T34. And now I'm starting the final touches. And I've already finished the base of the diorama. I've added the last little bit of the VMS Smart mud and the snow. Yep, I got snow on it. Yeah, I was going to take video of that, but I am not going to lie. I started to, but then I had to stand up and I had to move that thing and hold it in all sorts of different directions and stuff. Oh yeah, it wouldn't have worked. We'll just put it that way. I actually kind of watched that video back and all you could see was pieces of the bottom of the, like corner here and, something there or whatever, but you couldn't really see it because I was holding it up while I was standing up, Yeah, it was one of those goober moments that I had, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to put that in here. So delete. I've added a wash and got the fuel stains on the fuel tanks themselves. And now I'm starting to do the my rust effects, and I'm using pigments. I'm really starting to like the pigment powders here for doing my rust effects. For some reason, they just, for me, I think they are working out better than the other techniques that I've tried. But I also do, once I use the powders and stuff like that, I do use, AK's Crusted Rust, whatever it is, effects. And I'll put just a little dot of that, like right at the top or the center of it, just because it makes it pop in my eyes. So, but one of the things I've caught myself doing here is when I do my rust effects, I always skip especially on the T34s here, I always skip the ice cleats. And this time I started off with them. I've noticed a couple of times I didn't get them until afterwards. I thought the model was done, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that. It's like, okay, well, here we go. Let me get that on there real quick, and I can edit the video, and nobody will ever know. So, yeah. And when I use these pigments, I always start out with the dark rust or the red, and then I follow it up with this, they call it new rust, or the yellowish color. And then I don't do nothing over it until I'm completely done, and then I hit it with the AK Crusted Rust. I knew I'd spit it out sooner or later. And then I'll put my wash over it, and then I'm done. Most of the time I don't even, depending on how things look, as long as there's nothing really super shiny, sometimes I don't even do a final dull coat over it just to lock everything in, because they're just sitting on my shelf there. So, it's not like kids are playing with them. It's all going to get rubbed off. Look at all that extra track from those individual track links there. I got that because I wanted to have that little waviness on the top there. So if you've seen that, it's because I actually added one extra link to it. And I wanted to, you know what I'm talking about, like with the Germans where they just droop and everything. I wanted to have a little bit of that in between the wheels. So, when I pick it up, it looks a little bit off. So yeah, that's okay. I got to make sure that I get everything, because I'll start off, and normally I'll hit like the corners of the front plate and stuff like that, and the fenders when I do my rust effects and chipping and all that. But on this one here, I wanted to make sure that I got everything. So I even got the grab handles, the hinges, anywhere where I thought there might be some sort of rust or some chipping or something like that. I made sure to get that on there. Because I mean, if I believe the Vistula River, isn't that in Poland or something like that? I can't remember. It's been a long time ago since I studied history, but I think that's where it's at, Poland. So there's going to be some wear and tear coming from Russia to Poland. So yeah, got to make sure that I get all of that done up. And then pretty soon, I get to do the fun thing where I put the Vallejo snow effects. It's actually called weathering environment, but that doesn't mean, it's snow, it's white. So yeah, I was looking forward to that. I thought about doing the icicles on it, but I couldn't do that because of the fact that it's early winter, and snow's just starting to fall. That's why there's still a little bit of grass. It's dead, but there's some grass on there. Hopefully you guys will like it. I think it turned out pretty good, actually, once you see the glamour shots here at the end. Can't forget the turret here. I think what I did was I painted it my homemade Russian green, which is just it's a mixture of intermediate green with olive drab green and a few drops of white, just to give it a little bit of a different green look. And I painted that. Then I waited a day and I put a really, really heavy coat of the chipping fluid on there, and I let that dry. And then the next day I came in and I hit it with the Arctic white. And man, all I had to do is just go in there with the brush and just hit it. And that stuff just, yeah, it looks really good. I think it gives it that, like like it's wearing off, I guess really is how you should say it. But yeah, I think it come out good. Looking at as I'm editing this and doing the voiceover, I probably should have put a little bit of some white over the, I guess that's a B95, the markings on the turret there, just to, kind of hide it some, make it look like, whatever, it's worn off too. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. I do believe I did get, I didn't put white on it. I think I nicked up the stars on the front of the turret there, though. So that's there. I don't know if there's a close-up picture of that or not. I'll have to see, because I can't remember. I've got everything done, and I'm sitting here watching this as I'm doing this voiceover, so I can't fast forward because then it'd really look awkward in here. But yeah. And good news on my latest little model kit haul. Nothing special. I picked up 3 kits, but the good news is they didn't actually make it out of the country. They hit the customs port in New York, and they caught the Ubu. They caught it, and they was like, this is going to the States here. It doesn't go, it's not going out of out of country. So good news is they are actually on their way, and hopefully I might actually even get them by the end of the week here. So if I get them tomorrow, which would be Friday when this goes up, Monday I will have a kit haul for you. So that'd be nice. I mean, I only ordered them a week ago. They should have been here by now. Actually, no, hold on. Week and a half, 2 weeks ago? Crap, now I can't remember. And yeah. Anyway, they're almost here, so that's good. And yes, that was really awesome to get that message when I checked UPS tracking. Oh, here we go with the snow effects. Yes. I did put some little bit of mud on there, and I put some on the edge of the tracks. Just once you see the base, you'll understand. But yeah, this here, I started with a brush when I was doing the tracks, and it worked out fine until I got to the spots in between the fender and the top of the tracks there, and then it didn't quite work as well. So I actually took a little piece of round rod that I had, wood. It might have been from one of those little paint holder clips that the clip broke off of. It might be what that is. I just sliced it on an angle and used it. It actually worked out really good. I don't know if you guys have ever done this where you've used the weathering effects like that, but sometimes it just won't quite, the brush just isn't strong enough to push it into where you want to go. With that piece of wood being cut on that angle there, it's going where I want it to go. So yeah, that worked out really well. And again, with this here, I wanted to hit pretty much every spot that I thought snow would build up some and not melt off almost immediately. You know, I mean, you can't really do a whole lot of it on the engine deck and stuff like that. But, you know, like on the fenders, you can do it, especially right there where the ice cleats are. On the tracks there on the turret, you can add it there. You know, just trying to add it to spots wherever I thought it would work out the best. So, yeah. It might look like a lot, but once you see it here at the end, I think you'll agree. I went pretty light with it, so yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Excuse me. Yep, we had all 4 seasons again this week, so the weather's getting me. Something I did add was, if you look there underneath those 2 fuel tanks, that's actually a piece of wood. It's a what they call a horseweed, and it's actually hollow on the middle. And so I just took a piece of balsa and I kind of got it almost in a round shape, and I stuffed in one end and I stuffed it in the other end just to fill it up. But that's actually a piece of wood, so I wanted to make it look like there was a log on it. So kind of neat. I didn't even have to do nothing to it. I put a little whitewash on it, and it just, yeah, blended it really nice. And then we are almost done. And as always, guys, thank you for watching my videos. If you enjoy this sort of stuff, please don't be afraid. Drop a like and a comment down below. Even if you want to flame me because I overdid something, or, you know, I'm just goofy sounding. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, but for real, yeah. Drop a like. Post a comment. If you're not already, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, you're watching the video, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost nothing. Tells YouTube you like this sort of stuff. It helps the channel grow. It actually allows me to do more stuff like this and make more content for you guys. Plus, I get to spend money and have fun. So it's a win-win. Also, down below, in the description box, there is a link to our Discord. Click on it, just like subscribing. It's free. Join up. Come in, hang out, talk with us. Post pictures of your builds. And until the next video, guys, enjoy the pics. I will see you later. Bye-bye.